All right, since now you have your web page all set up, you're going to be on the build page. And so you've picked your theme, and now it's time to start editing it. The first thing I like to do is go into my pages, and you probably have a bunch of default stuff in there. So I'm going to go through and delete all of those things. Now with that, it's not going to let you delete all of the pages. So your best bet is to basically go through and delete these, and then you can add a new page. So I'll add a standard page, and then I'm just going to go ahead and change that to my home, and then I will go ahead and write done. So now I can drag that and drop that to the top and then erase the rest of my pages. And that's just going to give me a fresh start in order to do that. So I have my first page of my home page, and as I go through this, I know I'm moving very quickly, so feel free to pause the video at any time, and yeah, so you can stay caught up. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to look at my list, and the first item on my checklist is to create a title page with a custom background and your name. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and put my name here. So Mr. Anderson there, and then I'll click on my background and it will say edit background. And so what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and change that. I'm going to go ahead and add my own personal image. So I could do one of those images, but I want to upload an image. And let's see if I have a good image just sitting on the side here. I didn't really queue one up, so let's see. Guess we can just throw that in there. See what that does. All right. And if I click there, there I go. I have my custom background, and I will go ahead and save that. So not the most appealing photo, but hey, it works. So the next thing that I want to do, the next thing on my checklist would be to create a page with a picture of your favorite musician or band and embed a music video. So I'm going to go and make a new page. I'll go standard page. Now if you don't want necessarily like this stock image to be here, one of the tricks to that is just to hit no header. I'll go ahead and title this one music, and I will go ahead and write done, and then I will go to my build function here, and from my build function I'm going to drag and drop some stuff there. So I'm kind of an old-timey blues fan, so I'm going to go ahead and drag my image and drop that there and have a little title there. And I'm going to pick Robert Johnson as my artist. And then I'll go ahead and click the image there, but I need to find myself an image. So if I was to find myself an image, I could just do a quick image search. And I want to go to images. And one of the tricks when you're doing an image search is to change the size to large so you actually have a quality picture. And I believe that I already have this, so if I was on a Chromebook I could right click and save that, but since I'm on an Apple I can just actually drag and drop it, and I already have my picture picked out. So I'm going to click the upload image, and then I'm going to drag and drop that image in there. And so now I have my photo of Robert Johnson. If I want to resize that, make it a little larger or smaller, I can do that. I can also play around if I want to move things in here. So say I wanted to maybe move Robert Johnson over here. You can see how these blue bars pop up. And I'm going to drag and drop that wherever I want that. Okay. The next thing that I want to do is I want to add a YouTube video. So I'm going to go ahead and drag and drop that in there as well. And from there, I can just click on there, and it's going to ask me for the URL. So I've already picked out a video. I can go ahead and copy that and bring that in there. I'll go ahead and paste that in there, and then I'll just kind of click to the side, and my video should show up. So I have my music video, my artist name, and my artist. So let's see, what is our next thing on our checklist to accomplish? So we want to create a page with a favorite poem or short piece of writing and uploading it using the document function. So if I go back to pages here, right, and then I'm going to add a page. Just go for a standard page. I'm going to write this one as poem. I'm going to go ahead and do the no header again so I can get rid of those pencils. And go ahead and write done. Now I'll go back to my build function. And normally what I would usually do is just use this document function and put that in there. But unfortunately, in the last couple of days, this document function hasn't been really working so well. So I recommend not even trying to use that. Another option that we have, if we download a new app, so if we go to the apps here and we look up embed, and it will take us to that. We have a file embed. So I'm going to choose that file embed. Now beware, there is going to try to sell you stuff. It's going to appear that, but there is a free option. So we're going to add that free option. We're going to press connect. But do not give don't give the embed app any kind of information because you do not want to buy it. We're just going to use the free function for it. And now it should pop up down here in my build toolbar on my left here. And so we can see there it is. So I'll go back to my poem. And then I'm going to drag and drop that in there. And now I should be able to drag a PDF into there. All right, I want to upload a file. So I'll add a file and I can drag it here, and I think, where's my PDF that I created? So I created a PDF of my poem. I'll just drag that there. And then I can just click over here. So I'll close that, and now my poem should be there. If I want, I can get a little creative. Feel free to get creative. I could add a picture of my author, and you can kind of see that in other examples later on. But due to time, I'm going to just keep going and plugging away at my checklist. So now that I have my document, I need to create a page with a text box and a button linked to my alumni high school page. So I'm going to go back to pages. I'm going to add a page. I'll do a standard page again. I'll go with alumni high school. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those pencils again and say done there. So now I'll go back to my build, and so we'll add a text box. I could also add a title, but I'm just going to take a text box in there. And now I have something that I can write in. So I will say I graduated from Grosse Pointe South High School. And if I wanted to, I could, write more of stuff that I did there. But for the time purposes, I'm just going to leave it with that little piece. Then the next thing, I'll go down here to the button function there. I'll drag and drop that in there. And in order to do this now, I'm going to actually have to find my high school's webpage. So I'll go ahead and look that up. And click on that webpage. And there we go. So now I will go ahead and copy that. And go back to my Weebly. And I'm going to click on that button. And I'm going to go ahead and center that button and press link, website URL, and go ahead and paste my URL in there. Now I can go back into here, and if I wanted to, I can actually click on there, and instead of saying button text, I can say the name of the high school. All right, and so that is basically a sum up of going through that checklist, and I believe that is the last of the checklists. So when I'm done, I can go ahead and publish that, and I will be all set. So my page is here, and if you check out one of the next videos of turning it into Google Classroom, we'll explain how you can use this to turn into the Google Classroom. If you want, you can also click on this, and once you click on this, you'll see basically you can kind of check your work and just make sure everything's working. So we have my home, we have my music. You can see if my YouTube video is working. Also, another thing that we found, so it is working, but if you have a music video that is a Vivo, it will not work due to copyright stuff. So we'll have to redirect you a little bit. So that's kind of a damper on our fun with our music videos. We can go ahead and check out my poem page, make sure that my poem is embedded. And it will take a minute to load, but there it is. And then we can go ahead and check my high school and make sure that my high school link is working. And we can see that everything's working, so we are in good shape. So from there, check out the next video of how to turn it in. I hope this helps. Feel free to review this video as much as you want. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to come and ask. All right, thanks.